Welcome to Wrestle Capsule. My name is B, and this is a channel where you're going to get your weekly dose of pro wrestling talk. And this episode today is going to be an off-the-cuff episode. And we're going to be talking about Dominik Mysterio.
But why? Why would you do that?
And the reason why I want to talk about him today is because my thoughts about him have changed so much, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I remember when I was first introduced to him when he was on the main roster with his dad, Rey Mysterio, and they were a tag team. And when they became SmackDown tag team champions, it felt weird to me inside. I felt like he was given that with his father. Because of his father. Like I wasn't a huge fan of Dominik when he first started wrestling. And a big part of it was because I felt like, and no offense to Rey Mysterio, he is an amazing wrestler and he's a veteran, and I have so much respect for him and the LWO, let's go. But I felt like Dominik was underneath Rey Mysterio's wings so much that he could not even lift up his own wings to fly. I felt like he was being held back. And I know that Rey Mysterio just wanted to make sure that Dom had the opportunities because Rey Mysterio had to work so freaking hard to get to where he is. And I think that Rey really just wanted to make sure that Dominik had an opportunity to shine, and he didn't want his son to go through the same things that he went through. I could just tell that Rey Mysterio just wanted the best for his son, and I totally get that. But on screen, as a wrestling fan watching the product, it just looked like Dominik was getting handed things. You know what I'm saying? And from the get-go, I was so wanting this man to go to NXT. I wanted him to get that NXT training, okay? That's what I wanted. We wasn't getting that at the time. I wasn't feeling him that much. But then, the moment that changed everything, that changed my about Dom to I can't stand it, I can't stand his character, was after he got choked out between Rhea Ripley's legs and he got strong-armed into the Judgment Day, okay? I don't think he willingly, he got strong-armed. Do you want to get choked again, or do you want to join us? Dominik became Rhea Ripley's toy. I could not stand Dominik Mysterio. I could not stand him. And of course I'm talking about the character. Let me just say this real quick. Let me throw this tidbit in just real quick. I cannot stand, I even hate when the IWC, not all y'all, but some of y'all, cannot differentiate between real life and storyline. And granted, I will say this in defense for y'all. Sometimes these pro wrestling companies do an incredible job at making it hard to differentiate the two. So I get that. But I remember the video. I'm kind of fast forwarding just a little bit. Hey, this is off the cuff. This is impromptu. This is just me talking at you guys, okay? I don't have anything written down, so this is just coming off the cuff. But I remember one of my most viral videos was me reacting to Rhea Ripley and Dominik Mysterio coming to Rey. I think it was it Rey's house or was it his grandparents' house? I don't remember, but his grandparents were there too. And I remember the comments. I remember there were people that were enjoying it, but there were also people thinking that I really did hate Dominik Mysterio. And there's a couple of other videos where people got it twisted, thinking that I hate Dominik Mysterio the person. It's as if kayfabe, it's as if they don't even know I won't even say kayfabe. They don't even know the difference between enjoying the product, being entertained by the product, and commenting on the product and commenting on a person themselves, okay? So I just want to put that out there. But back to what I was saying. I hated his character so much. He was given cornball energy, but it was entertaining. I still wanted to watch. And on one side, I hated his character, but it was a good hate because it was that heel. It was corny, but it was just, I could tell that Dominik Mysterio was going to grow with this group. I had a strong feeling that Dominik was going to get better with him being surrounded by people like Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley. Are you freaking kidding me? He was going to have no choice but to grow. And I said this in several of my videos, but let me scratch all that. The moment that Dominik turned on his father, and I know I'm jumping around, just get used to it. When he turned on his father and turned on Edge, okay? It clashed Castle, kicking Edge in the noosies, okay? Like it, oh my gosh, like that threw me through all the loops in the world, okay? The loops of loops. I was going through it. But to go back to what I was saying before with Dominik going into Judgment Day, I did not like his character, but I liked the potential. I knew that they were going to do something with him, but there were times where it was just annoying to me because I felt like WWE was just, they saw the line of cringe and they were just like, let me get as close as possible to the cringe line. And then at one point, they were just like, F it. We're just going to step over this mofo. We're going to go into full cringe mode right now. And that's exactly what they did. I remember the promo that when Dominik Mysterio went to jail, to kind of go back to the whole Christmas video. And ex-con Dom came to be after he went to jail, and he came out and he rode that horse, that ex-con Dom horse all the way across the world. Like oh my gosh, I can't even get my words together. It was crazy. It was so annoying, but it was so entertaining. It was funny. I felt like him going to jail was like the best thing that could have happened to him, because it gave him this false sense of dominance. It gave him this false sense of, I'm hard, y'all. I'm hard. Cause no, bro, you was in jail for a couple hours. Like, let's be real here. Like, don't drop this out. WWE took that and went with it. And the more that Dominik Mysterio would have issues with his father, Rey, the more the crowd started to hate him. They started paying attention to him even more. But the moment he started really honing in on talking trash about his father, disrespecting his father, telling him to hit me, getting on his knees, trying to give Rey Mysterio the steel chair to have him hit him, then hitting Rey, slapping him, pushing him, just trying to get Rey to just beat the shiznit out of his son for all the disrespect. Like, I feel like for me, that's when it really started getting good. I won't even say it's as if it was. Dominik Mysterio literally grew up before our eyes. And when we finally got the payoff, well, we got two payoffs. We got the mini payoff, and then we got the big payoff. The mini payoff when Rey finally popped Dominik. After all this time, we've been wanting Rey Mysterio to hit Dominik after all the foolishness he has done, after all the problems that this little boy has caused. The icing on the breaking the camel back. I don't even know the phrase to that, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Dominik was getting all up in his mother's face. Rey could not take it. He was like, you're not gonna disrespect your mother. You're not gonna disrespect my wife. No, you're not gonna disrespect Angie Mysterio like that today, not today. And he popped him. That was the first payoff. The second payoff was at WrestleMania, the match between father and son. And when he took that belt, because Dominik was acting a straight up fizzle, but Rey took that belt and spanked him. He spanked him. Oh my goodness, that was top tier chef's kiss for me. And you think, after that, what are they gonna do? Dominik is fully able to move forward. Dominik was able to close the chapter with his father, to separate himself from his father, to build his own legacy. One of the things that always used to piss me off, and I get it, it's all part of the storyline. I totally get it. But it was always when Dominik would always have help in his matches. And Rhea Ripley, mommy, was always going to come in and help out no matter what. But when I really think about it, it's across the board. Finn was getting help. Damien was getting help. Even Rhea was getting help sometimes. But what really would get under my skin, under the epidermis, was when Dominik would get help in his matches. I will say this. Dominik's matches in the beginning, and even when he got into the Judgment Day, were cringe. They were cringe for me, and I get it. This man he was new in wrestling. He was, like I said earlier in this video, he was growing up in the ring before our eyes. I understand that. There's room for growth, and I would say that again, room for growth. We did see him get better and better, but in the beginning, when he was in the Judgment Day, it just cringed me. Like, I would hate seeing him do the Three Amigos. It would bug my spirit. It would hurt my soul. I would hate it. And then when he would do the skip 19, the 619, it would bug me. And then he would do the frog splash, the Eddie Guerrero tribute. WWE had him doing all of this just to cringe us out. And it worked. It definitely worked. And as time went on, he did get better and better. And I see the improvement in the ring. And if you fast forward to today, like before he lost the North American Championship, Trick Williams, which I'm so excited about. Clearly, I spoke way too soon. What really set things apart for me when it comes to Dominik Mysterio was when he finally had a match, a championship match, North American Championship match on Raw. And this was recently against Dragon Lee of all people. And he retained his North American Championship against Dragon Lee of all people. No help. He did the thug thizzle on his own, and he won against Dragon Lee. Now, for those of you who do watch NXT like myself, Dragon Lee is incredible in the ring. Like, he is dope. He's the flippity flip flips of all the flippity flip flips, aside from Nathan Fraser and Axiom. But like, and Wesley and Carmelo Hayes. I got a lot of favorites, okay? I got a lot of favorites in NXT, so shut up. Even though I don't like how Dominik Mysterio's career started, in hindsight, because hindsight is always 2020, how it brought him to where he is today, I can appreciate that, because even within the storyline between Rey Mysterio and Dominik Mysterio, I don't think it would have been as engaging if it wasn't for Dominik Mysterio starting off with his father as a tag team. So guys, let me know what you think about this whole thing with just Dominik Mysterio in general. Do you see the progress? Do you see the growth? What do you think will really take him to the next level? Because I think that Dominik Mysterio being in NXT, like I said earlier in this video, I feel like it would have benefited him even more, like in the ring wise, if he would have started off there. But given how the storyline went with his father and the betrayal to his father and everything leading up to that WrestleMania match with Rey and Dom, and then him fully breaking away and closing that chapter, and then going on his own, and then winning the North American Championship, and just putting in the work and going up against people like Trick Williams, going up against people like Wes Lee, Mustafa Ali. I miss him. Being around people like Tyler Bate, Carmelo Hayes, Dragon Lee. He was around people like that in NXT who are just... Judgment Day is the best thing that happened to Dominik Mysterio, hands down. So guys, like I said, let me know what you think, and if you have any topics that you would like me to talk about in the Off the Cuff series, please let me know in the comments down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.